The bandits who abducted 287 school children at Kuriga in Chikun local government area of Kaduna state have demanded a 1 billion naira ransom to set their captives free. They also threatened to kill the victims if the ransom was not paid in 20 days. But the military vowed yesterday to rescue the school children to their parents unhurt, explaining, bandits now embark on mass abduction to use their victims as human shields in view of the clearance operations by its officers and men. On Thursday, March 7, 2024, the bandits invaded the school, shot one of the pupils, and escaped into the bush with over 200 others, including some secondary school students. They marched into the primary school premises. The bandits' demand for ransom came barely 24 hours after President Bola Tinubu warned against payment of ransom to criminal elements, including bandits. The president has directed that security agencies must, as a matter of urgency, ensure that these children and all those who have been kidnapped are brought back in safety, and also in the process to ensure that not a dime is paid as ransom. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Muhammad Idris, had quoted the president as saying after Wednesday's Federal Executive Council meeting. According to Reuters, the bandits contacted a spokesman for the families of the school children, demanding a total of 1 billion naira for their release. Reuters also said the kidnappers vowed to kill the students and staff in 20 days if their demand was not met. A leader of the community, Jibril Aminu, who acts as a spokesman for the families of the hostages, said the kidnappers made a total of 1 billion naira ransom demand for all the pupils, students, and staff of the school. They gave a request to pay the ransom within 20 days, effective from the date of the kidnap. Idris Ibrahim, an elected official from Kuriga Ward Municipal Council, who also confirmed the ransom demand and the amount, said, yes, the kidnappers called the community through Jibril Aminu's number and made the demand. They called from a hidden number, but the authorities are working on getting the number. He added that the security forces were taking adequate measures to secure the release of the students. The military vows to rescue the school children. The Nigerian military vowed yesterday to rescue the school children and return them unhurt to their families. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, who made the vow at a briefing in Abuja yesterday, said the military is committed to rescuing all kidnapped victims unhurt. He, however, blamed the school owners for failing to report the cases of abduction to security agencies on time, while also blaming the recent kidnapping of some internally displaced persons in Gamborun Gala, Borno State, on their disobedience to instructions as they left the camp in search of firewood without informing camp officials. Major General Buba said the kidnap was a ploy by the bandits to use them as human shields, following the onslaught that had led to the elimination of their leaders and foot soldiers in recent weeks. He noted that the terrorists or bandits might also be planning on recruiting new foot soldiers, hence the abduction of young students and children. We have depleted their ranks and neutralized many of their commanders and foot soldiers. The terrorists exhibited gross cowardice by going after children. We have taken their commanders out. We recently acquired new air platforms to further decimate them. They know we mean business. It is to protect themselves that they went after the students, but we will not rest until all of the kidnapped victims are rescued. General Buba, however, stated that it took more than 6 hours after the students were abducted for the information to get to security agencies before machinery was commenced for the rescue efforts. He said, as in every war, there are complexities, and ours is no exception. Recently, cases of citizens being abducted in the northwest, northeast, and north central theaters of operations were recorded. These citizens were abducted by a brutal and bloodthirsty group that should only be addressed as terrorists and not bandits. I repeat, these are terrorists and not bandits. They are holding the citizens against their will and all norms of human behavior and the laws of armed conflict and any good measure in the world. Several of their commanders and leaders have been neutralized as a result of troops' onslaught. They want to use these hostages as human shields for their survival. Nevertheless, be assured that we will not rest until these hostages are returned.